Hello there, my name's Mark, these are my dice tales, and I've been away for a while because my computer has died. It still works, but it won't export and its edited files anymore, and I don't know why. It's some sort of watch clock error. I've looked into drivers. I possibly need to be a memory upgrade or something like that, or it's like a 7 or 8 year old computer. It might be scrap heap time, I'm not too sure. So that slowed my production down. I did have a sellswords and spellslingers video ready to go. That was from the new Last Stand at Misthaven campaign expansion. That campaign has 5 missions strung together in a campaign, so there's a little bit of a narrative of orcs and goblins attacking. So this video is live and uncut, and sort of the simplest thing I could do to keep my YouTube algorithm sort of going and ticking over was what I've been playing these last few weeks. So the clubs have reopened. Solo, I've been playing sellswords and spellslingers, working on that campaign. That has been continuing my adventures of Minotaur, my barbarian. So that same crew has moved off into that campaign book now. As the clubs opened up, we played Lion Rampant. I played it with my 15mm models, and we played actually the fantasy armies in the back of the book. So that's good versus evil, paladins, knights, centaurs, orcs, goblins, wolf riders, things like that, undeads. It played out quite well. We had one army was doing hammer and anvil. It had a few units ahead of the board, crossing the long side of the table, which is always interesting. And his army was coming on, then being chased by the remainder of our army. I did a time lapse of that again. If I can get uploaded, I will see if I can rescue that or whether things will move on. I've also played Fantastic Battles. This is new to me. Picked this one up purely for interest with my 10mm models for my 3D printings and forest dragons. And this is very similar to Lion Rampant in that it uses, what do you call it? That's sort of a coat hanger stats. So it's got elites, formed, irregular, and then you can pin on things like hardy, shooters, expert shooters, breath weapon. It's Fantastic Battles. It's not fantasy. I've seen people do sci-fi versions of this. Played one game of it. Bit of a worm burrow sort of thing in there saying, oh, let's play me again. Print out some more units. And what else we got? So they're the ones I played. Other ones I wanted to play, Burrows and Badgers, because the club's opened up. I had an offer of Burrows and Badgers, but it was cancelled last minute. Hoping to get that to the table soon. Palaeo Diets, another solo one. Now, what I want to do with this one, even though this is cavemen, I was thinking, great fantasy novels start with people being murdered or at a hunt or chasing down a white stag or seeing a white stag in a vision, or I don't know, I don't know, I've seen lots of movies where they start with a hunt. Game of Thrones, Bambi, I don't know, wrong visions in my head there. So what I wanted was to reenact those elven hunts for a mythical spell components or something like that. And I was wondering, could I pull it off with these rules? Now, I do know there are other rule sets out there. There's an expansion for this with dinosaurs and Nazis, which sounds interesting, but I want to try and play the base. And I was wondering, I'll have elven spearmen, elven archers. Spellcaster could be the sort of fire bringers. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. That's may come onto the channel or not. One of my most played games and most videos on this channel if you look back when I was fighting my ground, was Kill Team. This is back again, a version 2. Very different style this time. It was almost a no-brainer. It was my most sociable, popular game out there, in that you'll see Kill Team on every street corner. As I say, 1819, it was a very popular, it was vying for most videos on my channel. I think Star Wars Legion, then Vanguard, then they might have been my 3 biggest games back then, before lockdown and going into this big solo fest and miniaturization into shrinking down. So Kill Team's back. Don't know when I'm going to get to play it. Clubs are opening up. People are getting braver at coming out. So maybe soon. Just because I was watching the Instagram, the author Daniel Mersey was selling one of his books, and he's signed it nicely for me. To Mark, roll well, or lucky, enjoy, Daniel Mersey. So he is the author of Dragon Rampant series, and this is his spin his campaign setting for Song and Blade Heroes, which I've still owned, but it's in my never played pile, which is by Ganesha Games, who also do the sellswords and spellslingers. So he's got a whole bit of Song of Arthur and Merlin going on, so I love that background settings, right up my Robin Hood area of interest. So looking forward to that. And another one I picked up, because again I spotted a sale, is Thud and Blunder. I can't say much about this, I've read it. Looks very interesting, looks very concise. The reason I picked it up is a replacement for Skyrim. Skyrim I thought a bit fussy, lots of cards, lots of moving parts. I just thought, could it be simplified? Is this a simplification? And it was either this or, I always forget which one I was going to get instead of this. And someone's just done a YouTube video. Fatality. Anyway, I ended up picking up this one. Bit more of an RPS-y kind of vibe to it, while still being a skirmish war game. So that's what I picked up. That's what I've got my eye on. And other than seeing how good I can do editing on the phone, that is where I'm at. So computer's down for bat reps and things like that. I'll have to see what I can do in the meantime. So if anyone knows how to fix a watch clock tower error, let me know. I've got a feeling it might be just be dust. Maybe I need to get a blower in there. Anyway, this is Mark signing off. As always, let me know what is grabbing your attention at the moment. What are you playing, and what are you looking forward to play? Have your local clubs reopened? Have you ventured out into real life and played other human beings? One more thing, I'll just show you my latest 3D print run. These are from two different manufacturers at least. There are some elves there with large double-handed swords, a couple of ghouls and skeletons. These are all 15mm scale. There are elf reavers on horses, knights and bows. Behind them are some human squires on horses, spears and again bows. A couple of baddies in there, a couple of wizards in there, some peasants, some yeoman archers, is that what you call them? Wolves and ghouls and baddies and skeletons with spears. So they will pimp out my lion rampant, dragon rampant, and yeah, I haven't expanded on the 10mm versions of them, but I've basically picked up, I've now got 3 armies. I've got the undeads, the noble elves, and the chivalric knights. So plenty that I can mash up, take all the individuals out, and then play them as skirmish games, or play them as rank and file, or play them as 10mm. So that's my exciting times there. I think it will pause on the printing for now. I've done quite a lot. Oh, that's it. I'll just show you my ongoing progress on learning to 3D sculpt myself. Might save that for another video. Keep this short and simple. So yeah, let me know, how are you doing? So sorry I've been away. So this is to keep my YouTube algorithm knowing who I am. And I'll leave it at that. I hope you're safe and having fun and rolling dice again, wherever you are. Stay safe and see you on the other side. Goodbye.